What up, MVP crew? It's your boy Rod J, back in the building with another video. Guys, today I'm gonna be coming at y'all with a whole story time. I know I haven't done a story time and I don't know how long, but that's okay because I'm be coming at y'all with a story time. And yeah, if y'all aren't a part of the MVP crew yet, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be part of the littest crew on YouTube. While you're doing that, go ahead and turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified every time that your boy posts another lit video. And go ahead and like the video, thumbs it up right now, guys, because this is about to be a lit story time. This is a story that I don't tell too many people because you don't want, you want your track record to say that, you ain't never got your ass whooped. But everybody done got their ass whooped once, and this is my story of when I got beat up. So I'm kind of okay with telling this story just because this happened so long ago. I was in 6th grade. I remember specifically, I was in 6th grade. I'm not gonna say what school I went to. I'm not gonna say nobody's names in this story time, just because I don't want anybody that knows me personally to be like, oh, such and such and such, that was you. I ain't never got whooped. Okay, if I say I ain't got whooped, I ain't got whooped. Period. Did I get my ass whooped? No, I've never been whooped. But of course I really did get whooped. Okay, so this was literally like the second fight that I've ever had in my life. The first fight that I had in my life, I need to do a story time about that too, because that was a very, 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 very funny fight. I used to have this clique of people that I used to always hang out with. It was me and like 4 other people, and if you saw me, you saw them. If you saw them, you saw me. One of them had a problem with this boy. I'm not gonna say his name. For the purpose of this video, we'll call him Eric. I was the type of friend, if my nigga had a problem with you, I had a problem with you, period. Like, it was no, oh, well, that's between y'all. Like, younger days, it was like, that's between y'all. No, it was, if my nigga got a problem with you, I got a problem with you, so what's up? You want to square up what you want to do. Mind you, this is my second fight, y'all. I was one of those people, I would talk a lot of shit. I wouldn't have to fight, really, because my mouth was always so, damn, let me leave that nigga alone. Like, I would pretty much get my way out of situations by talking shit. Y'all think my mouth is bad now. Y'all should have saw me then. Like, my mouth was horrible. I would tell a nigga, I hope your mama die, and don't care. I'm not proud of that. I'm just telling you, and I'm giving you an example of what was me back then. So, for this to be my second fight, I literally talked way too much shit than what I should have talked, and that was my problem. Because I underestimated the boy. My homie didn't like him or whatever. So if he don't like him, I don't like him, like I said. This is the fucked up part about the situation. I rode the bus with the boy home and to school every single day. My homeboys didn't. They didn't even ride the bus. They lived by the school, so they walked. I rode the bus with the boy, right? At school, my homeboy and the boy got into it in the cafeteria. It was a whole big old thing. They were acting like they was about to fight. They really weren't about to fight because I felt like both of them was scary. Little did I know, it was me that should have been scary, and I should have been sitting my ass on the sideline because, anywho, they got suspended for 3 days. So, me, me sticking up for my best friend, I'm like, oh no, like, if my best friend got suspended, you know what I'm saying, like, now we mad, like now we got beef. Like you thought you was finna squirt with my best friend and act like everything was okay. No, that's not how it's gonna happen. When he came back to school that first day back, I got into it with him and I was just talking all kind of stuff, not even thinking, like literally. I thought, like I told y'all, I did a lot of this back then. I thought this was gonna be a situation where we was gonna get into it at school and I wasn't gonna see him no more. I'm not even thinking, this boy ride my bus. He gonna see me all the time. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, so at this time, this is a very big piece of this story because it goes with it. So I know it's kind of random, but just listen to this part. Okay, so at this time, my dad was in the military. We used to live on military base. That's how I got to go to the school that was on the military base. But my parents bought a house off of military base like a month before school started. But in order for me to go to the school that I wanted to go to, I had to live on military base. So we used our old address. So my dad used to pick me up from the bus stop and then drive me home every single day. Like I used to have to get dropped off at the bus stop, then he would come pick me up from the bus stop just so I can go to that school or whatever. Okay, me and the boy get into it. Got everybody laughing. You know how I do. Like, I have the punchlines. I'm saying all this stuff. Ooh, okay, whatever. everything's cool. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read the boy real quick and I'm not gonna have to worry about the boy no more. I might have to read him again, or, you know, even if we fight at school, it's okay, just because you can cause a big scene and get like the teachers and security over there really before it's like a fight, you know what I'm saying? So you got that like good 2 or 3 minutes to like really cause a big scene, and hopefully help comes before you have to fight. No, when somebody rides your bus, you can't do nothing. He didn't ride the bus all that week, which was, I was happy about, because I was like, I forgot the boy rode the bus, and if the boy get on the bus, he probably gonna try to fight me, then I'm about to fight the boy, this, that, and third. Mind you, I'm underestimating the dude anyway, so I'm not really too worried about fighting the boy, but I'm underestimating him. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at him, I think I can take him. We about the same size. You know what I'm saying? He look a little slow. So I think not slow like that, y'all. Don't get in the comments trying to read me. Slow as in like his hands are a little bit slow. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I can take him. So the next Monday, he rode the bus to school. I rode the bus to school in the morning, and he was talking about how he was gonna fight me. But he wasn't gonna fight, he said he wasn't gonna fight me at school. He was gonna fight me once we got off at the bus stop, like on the way home. That day, that Monday. So it's supposed to be a big old huge fight on Monday. Mind you, y'all, I'm still like, I'm underestimating him, but at the same time, a bitch is like, okay, I'm smart. Because my dad's gonna come pick me, like my dad picks me up from the bus stop every day. So if my dad is there, my dad ain't gonna let nobody jump on me anyway. So you know what I'm saying, like, who's worried? So the whole day I'm talking cash, money, shit. Like when I tell y'all, he gonna whoop who? He gonna pop who? He not gonna hit me. I promise y'all he not gonna hit me. Mind y'all, in 6th grade, I'm thinking I'm the shit. And he was like, I think in 8th grade or something like that. First of all, he was already a bully. If we just gonna be real about the situation. If we was gonna be real, so I don't even feel bad about getting beat up no more. Now that I'm thinking back in retrospect, he was already a bully. He was in 8th grade messing with a little 6th grade. Look at me, I'm only 5'6" now, so you can just imagine how big I was then. You know what I'm saying? It comes time for us to go home. Mind you, all his people live kind of in our neighborhood that we used to live in, and I don't have it, like, all my friends, they walk home. So I'm on the bus by myself. He's sitting with all his people, and then we getting closer and closer to our bus stop. It's like a long road, and pretty much there's like bus stops along each, like pretty much like there's like bus stops like along that long road, and that's like where the bus stops are. So the whole way I'm like, okay, should I just get off at like a bus stop up here? Because I know he get off at the same bus stop I get off at way down here. So should I get off at a bus stop, you know, over here, so that, you know, I can avoid the situation, or what do I do? I started to sit my black ass on that bus and ride down, because I just, like, I got too much pride. I'm not gonna punk out. I'm not gonna do it. Like I said, this is my 2nd fight, y'all. This ain't like 8th grade when I was beating hoes up on a daily. So y'all don't judge me. This is my 2nd fight. So I felt like, you know, with the first fight and the way that went, I'm gonna do a story time about that so y'all can know, but I won. Just know, I won my first fight, and it was good. I won. I beat him up like really good. And the way like I be play fighting with my brothers, like I was like, you know, I got this. I feel like my brothers have, like my brothers, like I have more than one brother. My brother, what I do, ooh, that's a story time. My brother, I feel like he made sure that I was ready. I feel like my brother knew that I was gonna be gay before anybody else did. So I feel like he made sure that I was ready for the world, or made sure that I was ready for people talking shit, so that I can, you know, fight and handle myself. I really feel, and I appreciate you, bro. I see what you did now that I'm older. I see, you know, you made sure. That's why we used to fight all the time. We used to play fight, and you used to always want to slap box and stuff. And I'm not into slap boxing. Don't hit me in my face. Don't do all of that. And you used to do it anyway, and we used to have to like fight. I see now, because you wanted to make sure that I was whooping these niggas out here. Okay, so we get to our stop on the bus, and I'm looking around out the windows. Where my daddy at? I remember specifically, we had a Chrysler, well obviously I don't remember. We had a white, was it a Chrysler Intrepid? Whatever Intrepid was, we had a fucking white Intrepid at the time. I remember specifically, and I'm like, where's the bitch daddy at? This boy wanna fight me and you're not here. What's going on? I get off the bus, him and his friends get off the bus behind me. Everybody looking out the window, you know, the ones that ain't getting off at this bus stop, they all looking out the window. So I start walking towards like where we used to stay at, thinking, okay, maybe my dad is kind of like over on that side of the street. So I start walking that way, and then he start walking behind me, and he like, what was all that shit you was talking? What was all that shit you was talking? And so I'm just ignoring him. I'm like, I don't hear nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. He couldn't be talking to me because I don't know y'all. Who are you? I'm just walking by, and he punched me in the back of my head. So of course I couldn't look like a punk. So I turned around, threw my book bag and stuff off, and then I'm like, bro, like, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Hoping and praying that somebody jump in, somebody break up the fight at this point. Because I just realized after he hit me with that one punch, okay, this is the type of punch that I'm used to. Never felt no punch like this before. You know what I mean? So it's a problem for me now because I've never felt a punch like this. Like, this isn't the punches that my brother gave me, or the first fight that I got in. This wasn't, I didn't get hit this hard, so I really felt like a pain in the back of my head. So then he pushes me, like, mind you, y'all, and I'm still like this. So this, just imagine, I'm here like, what's up? And how does he still push me down to the ground? Yeah, it was literally that bad. So then he pushes me, so I get up. We start, like, it's more like wrestling. Like, we're kind of wrestling. I'm on top of him, and like literally, like, he's on the ground, I'm laying on top of him, and I'm just kind of hitting him, but my hits really aren't kind of doing anything to him because he's laying down on the ground and he just everywhere. Then finally I felt somebody pull me off, and when I tell y'all, I felt like the Lord had came down from heaven himself, and it was my daddy. And my daddy showed clean the fuck out. My nose was bleeding. Like, I was, like, whatever them little punches I was doing to him when he was on the floor, they were not affecting Incredible Hulk. Okay? Because he was wearing me out. And it's people watching. And I was just so embarrassed. And I was just so proud after my last fight. And I felt so invincible. And I felt like, wasn't nobody gonna whoop my ass. You was gonna whoop who? Did you not see what I did to old boy? You was gonna whoop who? So that was the time when I realized that, you know, I'm not invincible. It ain't been too many other times after that I got my ass up. Let me just make that clear. But anywho, my dad came and pulled me off of him. I remember, like, my dad pulled me. Mind y'all, I'm only 5'6" now, so just imagine how small I was back then. My dad came and pulled me off of him, like, and had me up in the air. Put me on the ground, told me to get my book bag and stuff, told the boy to get in the car, and said, where do you live at? We went to the boy's house, and my dad had his finger up in his face, and he was like, next time you put your motherfucking hands on my child. I was like, that's my motherfucking daddy right there, came and said the goddamn day. Shit. The boy's mom and my dad knew each other from work, so that made it even worse. They were like in the same platoon or whatever it's called. They were in the army. They were in the same platoon thing, and they knew each other from work. They made us hug. For like almost like a week. They made us sit at the goddamn bus stop holding hands until the bus came, and then when we got off the bus, we had to hug each other. I'm so irritated by that. And me and him never was cool after that. Like, well, we didn't have no problem after that, just because I felt like it was, I don't know why we didn't have no problem after that, but we didn't really talk like that after that. Today though, and you know who you are because, I mean, it ain't too many people that went through that story with me. You're the only one. So you know who you are. You can come see me today because I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk at all. And I don't know if you grew, but I'm still about the same size. But I'm not no punk. I got a lot more heart, a lot more power, a lot more, you know? So if you want a rematch, because I want a rematch, because I'm thinking about it, and even though it happened in the 6th grade, I feel some type of way. You was a bully. You're not gonna beat me up and think you're gonna get away with it? But now I'm embarrassed, y'all, so I'm trying to make myself sound a little bit better, as y'all can tell. But your boy got his ass whooped. It was what it was. Everybody that had their ass whooped. Comment down below. Let me know a time when y'all got beat up. I know I'm not the only one that got beat up in my lifetime, unless you've just never been in a fight before. If you've never been in a fight before, you're not living life. No, I'm just playing. If you've never been in a fight before, then congratulations. Fighting is not the thing to do. I definitely wouldn't condone fighting. And now that I'm older, I avoid fighting like the plague. Like, I think fighting is so whack. Who wants to go and spend all this money on all these new clothes and then get in a fight and then it's whack. So don't be out here fighting kids. My young viewers, you know, Rajay loves you, but don't be out here fighting. Please don't. It's not worth it. Unless a bitch try you, beat that hoe ass. And just remember I said that, but don't tell your mom and daddy I said that, because they ain't gonna let you watch my channel. But y'all, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this story time, and I'm about to start coming at y'all with a lot more story times. This one video made me think about 3 goddamn story times that I want to tell y'all. And I got a really interesting one that I want to tell y'all about my little brother that's also, ooh, I got a little brother that's also gay, but then I didn't know he was my, I'm about to go ahead and give the MVP crew shout out of the day, and that is going to go to Darian Mabry. I hope I was saying that right. Thank you for being a loyal MVP crew member, and thank you for always showing me positive comments and love. And I'm with you on that. I would never be eating at that restaurant anymore that I found that bug in. If y'all have not seen that video, make sure that you go ahead and hit that right there to watch that video, because that was the most disgusting thing ever. But I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. So like I always say, I fuck with y'all the way that y'all fuck with me. So continue to fuck with your boy, and we'll continue to fuck with each other. It's your boy Rajay, and I'm out. Peace.